Hey friends, it's me, Curtis. Welcome to the show. We're going to start today in my backyard, one of my favorite places. We're going to dig potatoes. Then we'll zip down to Palm Springs where Lisa, me, and a few friends celebrated her birthday down there in Bob Hope's house. Ooh, it's kind of fun. And we'll also take a visit around the area, show you some things. There's a huge statue of Marilyn Monroe. Then we'll take a tram ride up to the top of the mountains and look at the whole valley. Come back home and let's make Mama's potato salad. Peace, spread love. Okay, well, Lisa and I just got back, last night, from celebrating her birthday with some friends down in Palm Springs, and we rented the Bob Hope house. I think I've got some pictures and videos I'll share with you later. I wanted to do a quick walk through the garden. This is one of the baskets of potatoes. I think I showed you this last week, a couple weeks ago. And because we cut the beds down, I'll show you how we cut the beds down, and then we'll come back and take a look at our haul. The leeks, we've been gone, like I said, gone for about 5-6 days. I had the wonderful young girl next door do the watering, and she did a really good job. We're in a drought here, so we're cutting back on how much water we add. However, we eat from our garden. Forgive me, the wind has blown all the mulch away from the ground cover or the weed suppressors. And what I try to do is use every plastic bag when I buy something. I try to put it in, and that's my weed protector. And I do have some of that you can buy, the black tarp. However, I'm trying to really reduce what we do in the landfill. So if I can use something, I try to use it. The tomato plant I'm going to see how they do in buckets. Little faux wine barrel there. These are potato plants that came up on their own. And I think I showed you and shared with you how much I love the potato flower. Isn't that gorgeous? The marigolds. Now, a week away, look what happens to a zucchini. Sucker gets huge. I like to really harvest them around 6 to 8 inches. That zinnia is just beautiful. Now this little mini marigold, the fragrance of this is incredible. I'm going to move that later today just to get it into a spot that has, a little more so it can branch out. That zinnia is kind of shading it. Beautiful, huh? Now, again, like I said, we've been away for a week. Those zucchini, what I may wind up doing is just collecting the seeds as opposed to trying to use them. I have a great recipe for stuffed zucchini. However, it's just so big. I don't know if I want to deal with them right now. The rosemary's gone cray-cray. Our tomatoes. Now, these are the French tomatoes. Got a little sunburn in my absence because I didn't get a chance to harvest them. See that? That's kind of a little sunburn on that tomato. They are fabulous. Now, cut that away and I'll use the rest of this tomato. It's beautiful. These are the seeds again. Remember I bought a few years ago on our visit to Paris. That's that big zucchini plant. It's going crazy. Now my citrus trees, the summer's been tough on them. That's my Meyer lemon, and that's a Valencia orange there. It seems to be bouncing back quite well. I had to move this rose bush from the front, and I think I've lost it. There's still some green at the bottom. You just don't want to move roses in the heat of the summertime. It's too much on them. However, it had to be moved to put other things in out there. That rose bush is doing quite well. And here's my lime tree. It's coming along. We're having a problem early in the year. The limes would develop and then they just drop off. So, yeah. The onions, I'm going to harvest a bunch later and give away to friends. That little tomato plant is looking good. Now I want to show you these beds. I think like I said a few weeks ago, the beds have been cut in half, and the reason I did that was so that I could have some walk space through here to access this side gate. Now, I had 2 of those milk crates that potatoes were growing from, and we've got one over there, and we'll take a look at it. I'm gonna let this grow. You see the green tops have gone, however, they're still growing. We'll see what happens here. The carrots, I've gone ahead and harvested as much as I could. We're going to do the rest in seeds. I'm going to shut down. We'll go over and take a look at those potatoes. here's that other milk crate that I had with potatoes in it, right? Now, that's a beautiful spud. These are like the Yukon Gold, the yellow finish type potatoes. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna just see if there are more in here. I love those little beauties like that. Now I could go ahead and replant that, get more potatoes. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, look here, all of these. Not too shabby, Curtis George. That's like halfway through. Let's go ahead and dump them all out and see what we get. I love this milk crate idea because, you see, they don't have to worry about drainage. It just really drains well there. Okay, oh, in the corner there's a spud. All right, can you see that at home? Oh, and look, it takes the shape of the bottom of the container as well. Let's put this out of the way, and we'll dig through, see what we got. Okay, get these way out of the way here. Oh, and look at all the little worms in there. So this is really healthy soil. Wow, this is beautiful. Nice little harvest there, huh? Not too shabby. Oh, look at all the worms there. That's beautiful. Look at that. You see that? Now that they keep the soil aerated when you get nice little worms in there. And you can also take them fishing with you, right? You've got your bait. Okay, all right. Well, may have to do another potato show. Okay, peace, spread love. That was really nice harvest. Wow. Now look at the little ones. Okay. I thought I'd share with you all this little harvest basket I found. I can't remember if I got this at either Walmart or one of the garden stores, Home Depot. I'm not sure where I got it. I shop everywhere, online, and when I'm out and about, I go check things out. The thing I love about this basket, it's got the hose in it, so we can wash everything in the bed, and the water, there's no waste on the water, so it goes right there. So these need to be cleaned up before I take them into the house, and this little basket's great to wash them in. We got about 4 or 5 pounds of potatoes. And if you're wondering what the little white things are, these are eggshells from this morning's breakfast. I take and crumble them up and add them to our soil.
Yellow potatoes, the ones I grew in my backyard. You'll see them in grocery stores labeled Yukon Gold and finished potatoes sometimes. Same spud. Enjoy. Here we are in front of Bob's house, Bob and his wife Dolores' house. And I'm running a bit long today, so next week a lot more of our Palm Springs visit. And when I talk about people showing up, friends from... We are at Bob Hope's house. This weekend is Lisa Cobb's house for her birthday. Okay, everybody, this house is cool. Can't wait for y'all to get here. And there's great bedrooms. Each bedroom has a bath, so there's privacy and fun. Potato salad, Mama's potato salad. We harvested those beautiful potatoes out in the garden. I've got them right here in this bowl. And just as I was getting ready to tape, a bouquet of flowers showed up from our friends, Rory and Sue Moore down in Sausalito. They're the ones that spent one of the couples that spent the weekend down with us in Palm Springs. And so you've seen those pictures. You see Rory is an incredible builder. Sue is an incredible human being as well. She has written this children's cookbook that I hope, not cookbook, the children's book that's just fabulous. And anyway, they're great friends. We love them. Big old hug to you guys. Peace. Okay, let's get to making Mama's potato salad. All right, so it comes from this book, and it also comes from this book. And there are some changes according to which book, because Mama, the way she'd make a potato salad, one day she'd do this, and just little slight changes. It always turned out great. I remember at homecomings at the AME Church, Rock Temple AME Church down in Conyers, Georgia. I used to love to taste all the mama's potato salad and the fried chicken. Truth be told though, ain't none of them as good as my mama's was. I'm sure every boy says that about his mom's potato salad. Okay, so the ingredients to make mama's potato salad. I made a few changes over the years. Of course, we got potatoes. And oh, they're rolling off the table. Bye, guys. I'll wash those again. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the small potatoes instead of my big ones. I'm going to save those to bake later for my beautiful, lovely Lisa. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, baby. Anyway, I'm a little loco today. Some celery. Got 2 stalks of celery. Bell pepper. Now, this pepper came from my garden right out beside the windows there. It's a smaller one, so the recipe calls for 1/4 of a pepper, and so that's about a 1/4 pepper, right? 1 egg, and I've got 3 there. We'll talk about that in a minute when I get ready to do it. Going to have a hard-boiled, hard-cooked egg, onions, 1 small onion, and these again came from Curtis's garden. My beautiful white onions. Mama always used French's. I like my Dijon mustard. Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon? I do that too much, don't I? Sweet relish, mayo, and then salt, and of course pepper. You like the new overhead shot I've got? Oh, I'd love to show you guys this, but then I start giving away the mystique, the magic of television, so I won't. And we need, of course, water to boil our potatoes and our eggs in. So let's go ahead and get started with the eggs. Boom. Okay, back in black. Little AC/DC. Okay, the eggs. Hard boiled. No, they're not boiled. They're hard cooked eggs. I have found the way to make perfectly hard cooked eggs. Check this out. Because the eggs don't boil, they just cook and they become nice and set. Eggs, the incredible edible egg. The best way to get perfectly cooked eggs, hard cooked eggs, check this out. Now, we're only going to use 1 for the dish today. However, whenever I'm making hard cooked eggs or boiling eggs, I always do a couple extra so I can make some egg salad. Ooh. And the ingredients that we're using for our potato salad, only thing you need to do is exchange the eggs and you've got egg salad. So now I'm going to put my eggs in the container, or in the pot. What do I mean container? And we're going to cover them with water just till it covers the top of the, let me do this so you can make sure. Do you like my new overhead shot? I've got a camera posted in the roof. The roof is on fire. Okay, so I'm going to cover my eggs. Then we're going to bring this up to a boil. And once it starts to boil, we're going to turn it off and let it sit for 15 minutes. Ooh, that's real. I should have got maybe a larger pot. What do you think, huh? So let's see what we can do here. We're going to bring this to a boil. Now, while this is happening, let's go ahead and prep our other ingredients. So once the eggs have cooked, then we can work on the rest of it. Okay, so we're going to start with our Spuds McKenzie's. And again, I'm going to use the smaller ones. Why? Because it's just easy to do. I'm just going to take and cut these in quarters, like so. And the great thing about the small ones, you don't have to worry about peeling them. And look at these from the backyard. Aren't that beautiful? Look at the flesh. Oh, I love those little yellow potatoes. We're going to make enough to serve 2, Lisa and me. So yesterday when I was harvesting these, now all transparency, the fact is, yeah, I harvested the potatoes yesterday, and we're making our potato salad today. You saw me when I washed those, right? I took them in, and then I baked a couple of really large ones, and it was the most incredible thing. The skin turned so beautiful brown, right? And oh my goodness, they were the best spuds I've had in I don't know how long. Again, we're just going to cut these in quarters. I'll stop talking here, and we'll just, that way we can speed up the tape. Yeah, we just speed this tape up. Aren't they pretty? Will chop these gorgeous tomatoes up when they come off the grill. Potatoes. Try them grilled. And, you notice the little ones there. I'm keeping those to do our little seed potatoes to grow more. Let's go with the onions next.
Potatoes are done. Let's do the onions. Again, these came from my garden. I'm going to save that for something else. And I think all we need is probably one of these today. This might be enough. Oh, the eggs are just about to come to a boil. A little bash and chop, and scoop those up and put them right in there. The last thing we need to do is our celery. Oh, and our bell peppers. Bell pepper, there's only one. All right. See it's starting to boil there? Because I got such a small container here, I'm going to take the lid off. Once it starts, I'll turn it off and then put the lid on to let it rest for 15 minutes. And we will put a timer on that. There's something about these onions that come right from the yard. They smell so good. My little studio is great for cooking in. Voila. There are our onions. Let's do our pepper next. You can see, tell how the cutting board is slipping, so I'm going to add just a little, I'm going to wet that paper towel there and put it underneath it so it don't get that slippage. See, the eggs have come to a boil, so we're going to turn this off. It is 2:35. So 15 minutes are ready, but if we don't get to them for 20 minutes, that's still fine. Now, we've got to do our pepper. Look at that beautiful little pepper there.
Emoji C here, talking russet potatoes. They are fantastic baked. Absolutely marvelous when pan fried. You can mash them up,
keep my head out
and they make wonderful French fries.
Putting all this off to the
Russets.
side because I might decide to use these seeds. If I decide to germinate these seeds, I can get a nice pepper from that, pepper plant from that. I am a seed saver. And I'm going to just use all of this, the whole membrane along. And it really doesn't matter. You can put all these in the same container. You can put them in with the onions or in their own container because they're all going to go into our potato salad. Did I tell you earlier that Mom always used a little bit of pimento, the red pimentos in her potato salad? I don't have any, so I'm going to leave those out, and that's okay. You know, I didn't feel like running out to the market this morning. Okay, there we go. I'm going to add these right in with the onions. That's okay with you at home. I see you nodding your head saying, yes, that's good, Curtis. Go for it. Okay. Our green pepper is ready. Now use the back side of that blade. I don't want to, mess up the sharp side. So we'll just push that right up on our bash and chop. And we'll add these to this bowl. Next we need to chop up our celery. Okay. I'm just going to use one stalk of celery. Like I said, we're going to only make enough I can't talk, potato salad for Lisa and me. Mom liked her celery. Later years, she liked to have big chunks. But when we were younger, she'd make those little fine dices, and you know, it always tastes great, you know? So, all right, so there we go. Celery. And I think that's all of our chopping. We need to get our potatoes into the water. We've got another container for those. And we are ready to make our potato salad. Once those potatoes have cooked, we can make our potato salad. All right, so let's get those spuds in the water.
Remember, potatoes are totally interchangeable. Same thing you do with a russet, you can do with a white potato, yellow potato, even if there was a green potato. No, you don't want to eat green potatoes. That means photosynthesis has started and it could make you sick. However, white potatoes are great steamed. When I was in Norway, oh my Lord, they just sliced them, steamed them, a little salt and butter. Fabulous. Moji C out.
I truly am digging my studio. I can get out here and cook, and Lisa can do her thing inside. Notice that buzz in the back? Rob Burkhart, my man, taught me how to use my remote control, or should I say he hooked it up. Rob's an incredible young man. I love working with him. Okay, so back to work. Now, when I was chopping up or slicing up the potatoes, I put one to the side, and I want to show you this. Now, it had some spots in it, so I don't want to use that in my potato salad. However, I can plant these and get good starts out of it. Also, there were some smaller potatoes that I put to the side because these are going to be great starters as well. I think I'll cut up a couple of more. Now, I brought out a larger container. Did I say that again? Container. I brought a larger pot out to cook our spuds in. So let's go ahead and add those, and we're going to cover those with water. Again, bring it to a boil. I don't like to overcook my potatoes. I don't want them to get too smushy, and there's nothing wrong with that. A creamy potato salad, however, I like mine with a little, I don't want to say crunch, but I want them soft, okay? Let's add water just to cover them. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and we'll let that cook maybe 5-10 minutes. We'll check the potatoes. I'm going to add a couple more to it, a couple more potato pieces, I should say. That's a larger one, so I'm going to cut that 4, make 8 pieces out of that. Lisa loves potato salad, so I might make a little bit more. Potato salad, you know, it's just so summery, picnicky kind of thing. You know, who does not like potato salad? Look at these. Now these came from I'm so proud of my spuds this year, and I've got 3 more areas of potatoes that I'm going to that are growing. Okay. Yeah, see how big those are. So I'm making a little larger cuts. All right, we're going to come back and let the potatoes cook. We'll come back. This is our container that we will make our potato salad in. I will peel one of those hard cooked eggs. Then we'll put this together and get out of here. Again, thank you, Sue and Rory, for those gorgeous flowers. Peace. Spread love, spread love, spread love. All right, I can't dance. Ooh, looking pretty good. The potatoes are boiling away. It is about 3:01, so the eggs should be el perfecto. Let's see if we can take one out, and it's hot stuff. Isn't that a Mick Jagger song? So we'll put it in here and just put a little water over it since I don't have the sink in yet. So we're just going to stop that from boiling and talk about our process here. I do not want to burn my little fingers, so I'm going to stop that boiling there. The potatoes should be good. Let's check those as well. We'll turn them off. Let's see. We'll take one out. Just one spud out. And remember, they will continue to cook for about, oh yeah, those are perfect. Ooh la la, gorgeous. And we'll take those and put everything in this bowl when we're ready to make our salad, okay? Up top here, I have this cool little trivet I want to show it to you guys someday. Well, when things are nice and hot. can put it on the trivets there. Okay, what am I talking about? Cracking eggs. Peeling eggs. Because we're not going to crack it, we're going to peel it. Okay, now I just roll around a little cold water, stop that cooking. This should just zip right off, okay? And these will go out into the garden. And for the last 10 minutes or so, I took those potatoes that I showed you with the spots in, and I went outside and I went ahead and got those started. I put them into a little container, covered them with soil. We're going to water them with this water that we've used today to get those spuds started. Look at that. Looky, looky, looky. Here comes Cookie. I have a niece named Cookie. So when she was little, well, we still call her Cookie. She's a grown woman, got 2 beautiful children. Antonio and Hannah, Hannah Banana. If you follow me on social media, you've seen, well, when Hannah was a little girl, she and I would go to catch the movies together, you know. Now I have a grandson. I've got someone to go see the young movies with again. I love going to those little kid movies, but old dude can't go to those by himself. So it's good to have grandkids and nieces and nephews to take out. Look at that. There we go. We're going to put this one into our container, and we're getting ready to make our potato salad. I'm going to take the potatoes. We'll take those out, and we can start to make our potato salad. Back to make our potato salad. Let's wrap up the potato salad. I decided instead of taking the spuds outside and draining them off, I just grab my spider and we'll scoop them out and kind of shake that water off. And we'll make the potato salad right here. I've got that egg still in there. I should peel another one for you to see, to show you how good that does peel, how easily that does peel. I'm having a hard time talking today. Maybe it's too much Palm Springs, right? I do like making my potato salad when it's warm like this, when the potatoes are warm. We've cooled them down enough. There we go. So we got everything out of there. And that starchy water we will use later on. All right. Toss them up. First thing I'm going to do is add a little salt, just a little seasoning there. Okay. Add our onions and peppers. Little spatula. And again, we're just making a salad. Get everything mixed up, okay? And the flavor of those onions do come out. Add our celery. A little pepper. Now we'll start adding those wet ingredients. Wet being the mayo, the mustard, the relish, okay? A little more salt. All right, now we're gonna mash our egg up in this little bowl to add it to. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Nice little hard cooked egg. We wanna get that in there. And again, now that we have 2 more eggs, if I needed more of that egg taste, I could go ahead and add another one. That's also another reason I like to cook a couple of extra eggs when I'm hard cooking eggs. All right, I'm gonna sprinkle that in. And then stir it up, little darling, stir it up. I've got 2 separate spoons, one for the mayo and one for the relish. I think Lisa's gonna love this potato salad. I love how things smell. Again, the recipe calls for about a tablespoon of yellow mustard, and we're using the Grey Poupon, so I'm going to just, yeah, there we go. All right, now we've got our relish, sweet pickle relish, a big heap and pop in there. Now let's do our mayo, and then this potato salad, we're going to place it in the fridge, my beautiful red fridge over here. To my right is my red oven. Hope to have those fired up and running soon. Mix this up. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of mayo here, okay? That all right with you? And I'm going to try this potato salad while it's nice and warm.
little bit of mayonnaise. Okay, put that right there. And again, we're just gonna mix, and check it for your seasoning. That red pimento that Mom puts in there will really add a nice little mojo to it. So go ahead. All right, you all. Mama's potato salad. And it looks like mama. Oh la la. Okay. Oh, I love that sound. Can you hear that at home when all those goodies are coming together? Okay, the relish. I got to get a little taste, right? Okay. Mama's potato salad, you all. Or as we say down home, y'all. Oh yeah, baby. All right, friends and neighbors, and you know where I live, come get some. Peace out, spread love. Hope you enjoyed the pictures of Palm Springs and all the adventures. If you get a chance to go down, you know, Bob Hope's home is a pretty cool place to hang out in. Okay, I'm done. Spread love. Peace.